Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies today. We are looking at the brand new 101 Films Black Label release on Blu-ray of Hell Night. Before we talk about Hell Night, I want to let you know about my Patreon and YouTube membership accounts. These names on screen right here are the faithful members who get to receive that exclusive content. One video a week. There's over 5 hours worth of content on those accounts right now, guys. Links in the description. €1 per month gets you access to all those videos not featured here on the main channel. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, check out those links in the description. Let's talk about Hell Night. So I was delighted to receive a copy of Hell Night from 101 Films. They do fantastic releases. I'm a big fan of their work. You can see their section right here behind me on the shelves in the background. And they've knocked it out of the park once again with Hell Night here. Let's quickly talk some technical info about Hell Night. It was originally released in 1981 and of course it's getting its first time on Blu-ray in the UK release here in 2021. Some other technical stuff here. 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio. So you're going to get a nice full screen picture. You have an LPCM 2 channel dual mono audio mix on this, as was at the time. This is a region B Blu-ray I will mention, and the film itself runs 102 minutes long. Let's talk about the audio track on Hell Night here. As I mentioned, it's a dual mono PCM audio track, or it comes through on my receiver as an LPCM 2.0 channel audio mix. There's nothing fancy about it. It's basically, it is what it is, and it's representative of the audio at the time in 1981, and I had no issues with the audio track whatsoever when reviewing Hell Night here for you guys. Let's talk about the picture quality here on Hell Night from 101 Films. Now, there was a 4K scan transfer is what's featured on this Blu-ray here. It's a scan of the best available archival print. So if you're not familiar, archival prints are sort of, they're archived prints, but they do get sent out to cinemas to be run every so often, these 35mm prints. I have run some of them in work. Sometimes they're not the best, guys, but this is the only available print that you could do a 4K scan from. There's no camera negatives or anything like that. It's all gone. I mean, let's face it, guys, Hell Night 1981, a horror movie, they're not going to keep camera negatives and the best elements. They're not going to be preserved. Such things like Citizen Kane and all these other things, they're not going to be as well preserved as those types of movies. So this is the best quality we're going to get in terms of picture. There is some dirt and scratches present throughout the movie. There's nothing we can do about it. This is the best it's going to look on any format available, physical format right now. In my opinion, those kind of things add to the character of something like this horror movie. You're kind of getting to see it like grindhouse kind of style, like it was in the 80s, after it's been run for a few weeks. I have experience running prints, and this is what happens. Dirt and scratches appears after a certain period of time, and it didn't distract me whatsoever from the movie. It didn't detract from the movie, I should say, as well. It adds to the character of the movie, in my opinion. Let's quickly talk about the artwork on this. We have come to know 101 Films do some fantastic artwork. I love the artwork here on the front. We've Linda Blair trying to escape the front gate of the mansion that is featured in Hell Night here. On the side spine, we just have the nice red text with the white side spine, as is the rest of their Black Label releases here. On the back, we just have the usual contents of what's inside. We get a nice booklet here as well, featuring some stuff about Hell Night in there. Really awesome. I like when we get the Amaray case out of the slipcover that we have different artwork. Once again, I really like this artwork on the actual Amaray case there. We get a better idea of what's going on in the movie. And if we open up the disc, inside is actually representative of the artwork on that nice 101 slipcover there. Once again, this is limited release, guys, so if you want to get the movie with the booklet in the slip, you're going to have to head on over to 101's website right now to grab this before it goes out of stock. Just a quick little thing about the movie, some stuff that stood out to me. It's basically like a frat party where they leave the 4 new pledges. They must spend the night in this kind of supposed haunted mansion type house in the movie, where 12 years previous to the events of the movie, somebody has murdered his whole family, and apparently one of the family members is still alive and at large. When people start getting murdered off one by one, things start getting a little bit suspect. That is the premise of Hell Night. Now, I did like that there is some really great old school practical special effects in here. There's beheadings, there's stabbings, there's blood, there's gore. There's a little bit of everything, and really actually enjoyed Hell Night. Quite some good stuff in there. You don't get a glimpse of the killer until about 50 minutes in, which is really cool in a 102-minute movie. They get to about halfway through, and then you kind of get a quick glimpse of the killer and what's kind of going on there as well. There is some some awesome 80s synth stabs when action and horror stuff happens in the score, as you would expect from a movie from 1981 here in Hell Night. And there is an epic fight with the monster at the end of the movie for the finale in Act 3. What more could you ask for here with Hell Night? Linda Blair is in there as well, so all good in my book is Hell Night. Let's talk about bonus features here on Hell Night, guys, because 101 have knocked this one out of the park. It's gone completely out of there. 4 hours is just like 3 minutes short of 4 hours worth of bonus content featured on this single disc release of Hell Night here. Let me consult my notes here, guys, because I need to read off all of these and get them right here. There is an audio commentary with the director and some of the cast and stuff on there, which is really awesome on this one. There is a director interview that's 27 minutes long. There is an actor interview, Peter Barton, 21 minutes long. There is a 35-minute long interview with Linda Blair, which is really interesting because she kind of talks about her career previous, kind of leading up to Hell Night, and then the complete shooting of Hell Night as well. Really interesting to hear her talk about the movie here. We have a producer interview that's 14 minutes long. We have a writer interview 26 minutes long. We have Vincent Van Patten, Suki Goodman, the two actors just having a conversation with each other, 27 minutes long. Kevin Brophy, Jenny Newman, and another two actors out of the movie, 23 minutes long, having a conversation. We have the art director interview, 23 minutes long. We have makeup special effects artist, 22 minutes long interview there. We have 6 minutes of locations, 3-minute trailer, TV spot, radio spot, and a slideshow photo gallery, all adding up to just shy of 4 hours worth of bonus content on this one. So overall thoughts on Hell Night from 101 Films here, guys. This is an awesome 80s movie. I really enjoyed this. I wasn't expecting too much going into it, but I actually really enjoyed it then when I watched it and reviewed it here for the channel. Linda Blair is in there, which is always cool to see Linda outside of Exorcist roles, outside of Exorcist movies. Really enjoyed the score. As I said, overall there's some great practical effects in there. You guys know I love a good practical horror effect in movies. I'm not a big fan of digital stuff, and yeah, old school 80s horror practical effects in here, 80s synth kind of score, horror stuff, blood, gore, 4 hours worth of bonus content, limited edition here on 101 Films Black Label. Thumbs up from me on this one, guys. As I mentioned earlier in the video, guys, this will only be available with the slip and the booklet for a limited period, so check out the link in the description to grab yourself a copy of this one from 101 Films. That's going to do it for my review of Hell Night here on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK from 101 Films. Of course, if you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. That always helps the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Patreon, YouTube membership, links in the description. T-shirt store, links in the description. I really appreciate you guys supporting the video and the channel in the various ways that you do. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.